the reference to the international law, this was indeed, as you mentioned, part of the statement that President von der Leyen issued on Saturday, and it remains applicable. What she said on Saturday obviously hasn't changed, and she said there, among other elements in the statement, the President mentioned the call on all parties to exercise maximum restraint, to protect civilians, and to fully respect international law.
And this is why we have been taking action in terms of the measures and the actions of this regime, together with the foreign ministers when we adopted sanctions, different kind of sanctions under different regimes to actually address the multifaceted threats that we have seen coming from this regime. Thank you. Our position is quite clear and again outlined in the highest form possible in terms of EU diplomacy, which is the EU 27 statement. We call for full respect of international law, including the principles of the United Nations Charter. This is our official position, and I think it is crystal clear. We will not surprise you here. We remain true to our values, and it is for the Iranian people to decide for their own future. In the same time, what we do here is reiterating our solidarity with the Iranian people, and we strongly support their fundamental aspirations for a future where their universal human rights are respected.
The President is acting in the remit of her competences, as I explained before, very, very clearly. And on the Security Council, you know that this is a meeting of the College of Commissioners, an ad hoc meeting when the circumstances ask for a dedicated meeting of the College on security matters. And clearly this, the events during the weekend completely justify the meeting of the College of Commissioners dedicated to the developments in the Middle East. And there the members of the College will take stock of the various topics, from energy to security in the broad term, to migration, and the various implications that the unfolding events may have on the various policy areas. So it's about taking stock, assessing what is going on, and from there possibly decide on next steps, on concrete actions in the various policy areas which are covered by the different members of the College.
I will start with the security of supply aspect. Our analysis is that there is no immediate security of supply concern for the European Union. We have asked our member states to share their national assessments with us by the end of today, and we will be convening an oil coordination group within the next 48 hours. And as regards prices, as you correctly pointed out, there is a dedicated orientation debate to this topic on Friday. And it is not excluded that this will also be touched upon in the Security College today. We do not comment energy prices here. It is clear that how the global transportation routes and transportation patterns will look like is something that obviously will, in longer term, determine the price structure as well. But beyond that, I would not comment on the prices. Correctly, our current EU underground gas storage is at around 30%, and it's still within the limits of setting for the EU to set the end of the winter at adequate levels and ensure refilling over the next summer. So we're not taking any emergency measures or anything like this. There is no shortage. There is no emergency. Our gas imports are well diversified, and this is something that we've been paying lots of attention to in the past years.
And the good news, because we really need good news, is that we are less than a month away from the end of the heating season in storage terms, and we've all already started feeling it, at least in this part of Europe, with temperatures going up. So we're still at the safe levels of storage, and we're counting down to the end of the heating season, which takes place at the end of the month. So that means we should have made it in terms of the winter, but let's see how things evolve also in the world.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.